Hello and welcome.
Hello.
Damn, we always fuck this up, don't we? Whenever
How do we? No, I don't. Hello.
every time
Hello.
we do this together, someone interrupts me. Whatever.
Hello.
Whatever.
What?
It happens all the time. It might as well be a trademark thing. Welcome to Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, with your host, Walter Richards from DaGameTrain, and the guests, who might as well
Hello.
introduce themselves by themselves because they are human beings, right?
It's your friendly neighborhood idiot, and from the recent few videos, your residential scrubby Dex build, Harry.
I got an RP character which only had 3 intelligence. He could only say 3 words. Ja, nein und Labesh, the dwarven word for axe. Ja,
That's also
Of
known
course
as
they were a
Jorgen.
dwarf. Of course they were a dwarf.
Labesh.
That's also known as Jorgen Reimer, the bullshit
Hello.
Bosnian.
Oh, I prefer the term your local crazy Bosnians.
Bullshit
Hello.
Bosnian will have to do. We are out of
Hello.
budget.
Allah.
And we have an old timer who has technically been only on one official playthrough and in one session of King of the Clunk. Dog.
That's probably because I'm the most intelligent out of the group, as you can probably hear.
Oh,
I mean, that sounds like bullshit, but I'll believe it.
enlightened by my intelligence. So let's get started. Looking at the menus is kind of boring. Don't mind that 24% save file, that's a playtest. So, we're playing Spyro 2. What is your history with Spyro 2?
I played it when I was younger.
Wow.
I have actually never played a Spyro game. I have played Sly Cooper though, if that's anything similar.
I've seen it, but I haven't played myself either. I think it's similar enough, except less
this-
stealing.
This game kind of redefines my whole childhood.
Oh, is that so? Tell us more.
That is too deep for me.
What is there to tell? I've been playing this game since I was like 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah, and the rest of us
Only?
the rest of us either didn't play it, like Harry, or got it late.
I remember that I played this game before I could even understand a single word of English, what they were saying, so it was more trial and error and failing constantly and still managing to beat the game.
Oh, in
somehow.
my case, I was playing it around 12 years old, and I didn't have an English version. I have a Russian dubbed over version, where you could hear some English, but it mostly was covered up by Russian people being very Russian indeed.
So pretty
Why
much,
didn't-
it
why
pretty
didn't you
much
get that
redefined your
version?
childhood.
Why didn't you get that version? That would have been so much cooler.
'Cause,
We're recording off.
I didn't take it with me when I moved to Denmark, much like any other of my PS1 discs. I need to get them back, because not only were they funnier in some cases, but they also had some of the more interesting glitches. Especially Spyro 2 and 3, they had some of the most annoying pieces of shit of glitches. But how about we discuss what's going on the screen for a moment, because it's story time. I mean, it's a cutscene after all. And here,
Oh, of course.
and here's this red turd, who is known as Ripto. He's a midget.
Where's his nose?
His nose is on his lip.
That does not seem like pretty
Sad.
good for anything.
Sad dragon.
Ripto hates dragons.
We all
He
see
gets very
that.
upset whenever he sees dragons. Unfortunately, he's
Which
too
also-
small.
Which also
Why
is
does-
the name of the game.
Why does he have a dragon besides him?
That's not a dragon, that's just some monster.
It sure looks like a dragon to me. Look at its little wings.
It's like a gargoyle more than anything.
gargoyle.
God.
So how about a little synopsis, because we pretty much skipped over the entire cutscene talking history and whatnot. Basically,
This seems like a tribal war.
sure.
It does seem a bit. It does seem a bit like they're just like this is a casual genocide.
Sure.
There's no genocide. It is just ooh, my land, ooga booga.
Well, it isn't quite that. You see, Spyro, after the events of the first game, which we will not play because it's not that good, has decided that he needs to get a vacation. But as we all know in video game law, if you have a need for a vacation, shit gets really bad. Very quick, no less.
And very rapidly.
Hence
Or
very
how are
quick.
you grabbing rubies when you have no thumbs?
We'll explain that shortly.
I always used to engulf the little banners with flame.
Like that?
Yes. That is how I always started.
Ah,
this game.
my
No
nostalgia.
wonder. I'm surprised you didn't end up like a pyromanic.
Who says I don't?
Oh, I can already imagine in his mind, dog is like, oh, my nostalgia. As I set the banners on fire.
Burn it, burn
Hey,
them, burn it all.
I haven't seen anyone play this game in like, I don't know, 10 years?
No big surprise, despite it being one of the more popular PS1 games, it's also pretty fucking old. And as you all know, in the law of the Let's Players, you can't play anything that's older than 10 minutes, or else you're just out of touch.
You,
Oh,
you do
God.
realize you just called everyone in this group old as fuck.
We
Including
are old
myself.
as fuck. Yeah.
Well, yes, I did include you there. Aren't you not everyone in this group too?
No, I'm special.
He is the one who is doing the gameplay. We're just here talking shit for a few hours. Or minutes, I suppose.
That's true.
Anyway, like I was saying about the story, Spyro wanted the vacation, he went straight for vacation spot, but some asshole known as the Professor has decided to intercept his portal and summon him here to the world of Avalor.
Hey, it's Moneybags.
We do not speak of this man.
Wait, hold on. Who's
No.
Moneybags?
What? No,
It is your ancestors, Harry. Behold
Jorgen,
it.
Hey.
Jorgen,
Oh.
shut up.
He might have an offer for you.
Jorgen,
Well, as you can guess from the name, Harry, Moneybags likes money.
we do not speak of this person.
Notice his facial features.
Moneybags needs about every little
Oh, I
gem
like
that you
this
can
guy.
get to do everything.
This guy is an asshole. We gem cutters are a bit too short to climb these ladders. Looks like you are too. Fuck you!
Wait, hold on. Why would they then build ladders if they can't climb them?
Oh,
Ah,
but you
yeah.
can climb them.
That-
that is where Moneybags comes in.
Yeah, that's...
They're made by big guys.
See, you pay Moneybags to do things you normally
Oh
wouldn't be able to
no!
Oh, behold that nose.
Fuck! I didn't wanna get caught in his clutches.
Oh, we all end up in the
See?
clutches.
There is a small fee to open a bridge, 100 gems to cross.
At the moment, 100 gems doesn't seem that bad. You already have nearly 200, so what's the big deal? Okay, here you go, man. No problem, right? And he opens up the bridge for you, and you can't get across this gap any other way, so he seems pretty useful. For now. We'll get to him later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, guys. We only got to the first level of the game after all, and the objective of this playthrough is to 100% every single level.
It's gonna be hard in one
Christ.
sitting.
We're not gonna do it all in one sitting. We got 3 sessions
I don't know,
dedicated for that.
It wouldn't amaze me with your determination sometime.
Ah, don't worry. We'll only take 3 sessions for this. For each hub world.
But when you were handing Mr. Moneygrubber that money, you realized who was the one who had the pants on in that relationship.
See, I already got my
forgot
money
this
back.
part.
He is your master.
I already got my money back, see? Doesn't seem that bad first time you meet up with money bags, but we'll get to him. Ah! Instant transmission all of a sudden. You jump up in the air and he's like, no, wait! I need to talk with you.
Terrorism.
Spyro. Anyway, how about we finish explaining the story for a moment, because we still haven't done that.
What story? Who cares about that?
But
You're a dragon who's killing shit and
can I
collecting
take a guess at what it
jewels.
is?
Well, you can try.
It's about tribe struggles. You're protecting your Fury tribes
It's not about the
against
tribes.
another Fury tribe.
It has
I
nothing to do
mean,
with tribes.
alright, here's what I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess that little orange shitbag with the singular horn was like, man, I hate the dragons. They're a bunch of dicks. I'm gonna take their super special MacGuffin gem because fuck them. And I assume,
Sort
and I assume since this is a video game world, everyone but Spyro is completely incompetent to the degree where they have trouble breathing and blinking at the same time.
You are
And
correct.
because of that, Spyro is the only one able to actually go back and get the shit.
Well, you're
Exactly.
almost correct.
Actually, he turns the dragons into stone.
No, that was in the
Oh.
first game.
It was?
Yeah, in the first game, a villain known as Nasty Gnork was the one who had a nasty little staff which turned dragons into stone. But Spyro was not turned into stone because he was short. He was a midget.
It seems I played Spyro 1 as well then.
Yeah. But here basically Ripto is just a dickhead who really likes to be a dickhead. The magic MacGuffin magical crystal MacGuffin will come in later. It hasn't been established yet, apparently. But yeah,
Is its
Harry.
name MacGuffin?
No, but you were pretty close, Harry. I'll give you a 9 out of 10 for that guess.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wait. I remember the little lights on top.
Oh yeah, we'll get to those soon enough. Unfortunately, since we have to do everything 100%, I have to tell you right now, we will not be able to 100% this level just yet. Because
We'll
we're
have to come back.
yeah, we're missing a special power, which you may have already guessed what it is, simply by the fact that there's that convenient ladder which we cannot conveniently climb yet.
We need to fly.
Yes, we need to fly.
Because apparently Spyro is, you know, somehow never managed to learn to fly. He can only float a little.
His wings are too short to fly.
He can only glide, pretty much.
His wings are too short.
I mean, I was going to guess that like those giant gemstones, you can break them later.
Oh no, they're a part of a minigame, and in this game's case, all minigames, or side quests if you want to call them like that, they give you orbs. How about we talk about the stuff we have to collect in order to 100% the game? It's gonna take just a minute, I'll explain how this works. Basically, you need to collect 3 items. Gems, which is money, orbs, which is useless, and
Why collect them?
and talismans, which is double the useless.
Because they look nice, Harry.
How do we get all these things? Well, gems is easy, it's just scattered all over the place. So, just go up to it and your magical companion Sparks the Dragonfly, that yellow shit who's always behind you, he'll pick it up for you. He also acts as your health bar, so in case you take too many hits, he'll disappear. That means that not only are you about to get killed, you're also forced to collect everything manually. And it sucks.
Hey, listen. Hey.
Oh, he's not that bad. He can't talk. Not in this game, at
That's
least.
good.
I remember that it took so many tries to actually light all these lights.
Yeah, well, you can't light these lights yet.
No, but the ones outside.
Ah, the ones outside.
I
Yeah.
I always smashed my face into the little, you know, thing that you have to go through.
There's something odd about these mouse.
This is how you get the talismans. Just beat the level. It's impossible to miss them.
You see, you say that, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you to miss a large number of them.
Oh no, it really is impossible, because you have to talk with a guy to get the talisman and to open the exit. Oh look, Moneybags gets what he deserves.
And yet he still hasn't learned his lesson. As
He's being
shall discover.
he's being thrown out of the land which God granted him. Do you think that is justice? I think not.
When the teacher thinks you're studying, but you're actually planning to retake Jerusalem.
Did you meet the gym coach?
Jesus Christ.
He still hasn't given up on his insane money.
You know, there's a good thing about Moneybags actually. In Spyro 3, you get to beat the shit out of him.
All magical.
I have a question. Is that like a weird dryad or something?
It's a
It's a
fawn.
dryad, literally.
It's a fawn,
fawn.
you dork.
I can't tell because it looks pretty
And
edgy
that's-
to me.
Well, since we can't really hear the cutscene because we're all talking like a bunch of bastards, I'll tell you. Spyro actually asks what the hell that person is supposed to be and calls it a goat. She gets a little upset, calls him a dork.
Well, he is a dork.
A bit. Oh, and
I
here
actually
and here's
always-
Hunter the cheetah, our everyone's favorite worthless character.
I always thought that he was a tiger as a kid.
Well, he's actually a cheetah, I think.
I remember his little parkour tutorial thingy.
We're about to get to it, actually.
Yeah, exactly. That was how. Like,
God,
the last part always made me fail.
is he Chester Cheetah's like messed up cousin? Like, good God.
Pretty much, yeah. If Chester Cheetah had a cousin who really sucked at everything except parkour.
I mean, being good at parkour is not a bad thing.
Yeah, but he sucks at everything else. In the cutscene, he claimed that he got lost in the last level. How the fuck? And they also often make fun of him at being incompetent. I mean, he actually volunteered to look out for the talismans, which we are going to do, of course. But then Elora, the fawn, told him that he can't even keep track of his own fucking shoes. Man, talk about getting sick burned.
How the hell do you lose your own shoes?
Why does
Like,
he
unless
even
he's
need
being, like-
shoes?
I don't know.
That's a better question. Why does he need shoes? Okay, here's an interesting little thing. You see, you have to do this
Well,
jump here.
Only peasants walk around without shoes.
You gotta make this jump here, right? To progress to the rest of the place. Well, here's something you could do instead. If you fall down here, you could find a bit of money. But this does trigger something. You'll see soon enough.
Coin for my purse. I mean, for your master's
Why do you let the
purse.
frogs live?
Cause fuck 'em. Oh, look at that.
Hiya, Spyro. Rip those.
Do not fuck the frogs.
As you can see, if you jump down to pick up the money on purpose or fuck up this jump, Hunter here shows up to tell you how to do it right.
Oh no.
We have to make it easy for you.
I guess it's meant for people who are just starting out and have literally no idea how to make the jump. Which is alright.
Oh, look at him, he teleported. How could he have gotten over there that fast?
I don't know.
You saw this?
It doesn't matter.
Why doesn't
though.
he teach you the teleportation powers?
That would have been good.
Young Padawan, you cannot teach teleport. You have to use the force.
This is bullshit. At least put the fawn or somebody else.
Oh, it's this thing.
Yeah, here's the parkouring thing. We should probably explain the controls. I mean, it's kind of necessary. Oh, for some reason I'm getting some strange frame rate issues. I guess it's just because I'm
He's a
recording.
big guy.
Basically, to jump you press X, no shit. But if you wanna glide, you press X in the air. That's real nice. In fact, it's kind of something you have to do for the last jump as well, where the hunter shows
No,
up to
it's-
teach you.
Isn't it a jump, glide, and then some kind of double jump-ish?
No, hover. Basically, when
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gliding, you press triangle to start hovering. It gives you just a slight boost to get to the ledge. But here you can do it
Which-
much easier. Just hold square to do a run, like a charge, and then just do a normal glide. You don't even need to do the hover.
The hover kind of is a double jump here. Here?
No,
Kind of.
not,
I mean, it's-
not really.
It lets you go a bit further.
Just slightly. Okay, you can do what you want to do, but here's Moneybags again, and he's got an offer which unfortunately you cannot refuse.
And
The
what's
only,
that offer?
the only
Oh,
bad
and
thing about it is that
It is
his
sorry.
rates have gone up a little.
Yeah. Sorry,
But-
Spyro, I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater, but not as much as I'd love to take your treasure.
My burning question is like, how is this thing able to like just dictate and give you powers?
Because
know.
he is God's chosen people.
He's
and
probably
you are
the
not.
mayor.
You are not.
He's secretly a god.
No, he is not God.
And as you can see, you cannot learn how to swim yet because you're just a few gems short. You need
How
500.
unfortunate, Spyro.
Yeah, very unfortunate indeed. And like I said, try as you might, there's just not enough gems for you to get past him without going to some other level first. So the question is, which one of the first 2 levels should I take to maximize my, well, gameplay, so to speak?
Your
Well,
immersion.
there's 2 levels to
No.
choose from, Colossus, and I think the other one is called Idle Springs. Since we've gone,
But the Colossus.
since
The
we're
Colossus.
since we're
I-
going for the 100% run, it's important to go for Colossus first, since it doesn't have any water.